Yes, how can I help you? Still fresh for me. Hey, greetings everybody. I'm very happy to be teaching many of your classes tomorrow. Some lesson plans I threw together 25 years ago. No, you guys, it's great to see you, and as always, I'm deeply honored that the shows are still useful. It's amazing. I mean, it was a bunch of us just messing around in a warehouse in Seattle, and these things have stood the test of time. And it's just weird. You know, people say, well, what should you do with climate change deniers? And I say, ask them, what's your evidence? What makes you think that 97% of the world's scientists are wrong? What is it in your head? And it's almost always information provided by the fossil fuel industry. As you know, anybody from the South, bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. But we can't burn fossil fuels anymore. We just can't do it. Because I say this all the time, my uncle was quite a horseman. And he started riding because his father could ride a horse, my grandfather. And the reason he rode a horse is because he was in the army. And he fought in World War I. So he rode a horse around in the dark and didn't get killed, which was one of the other remarkable sequences of events that led to me being here. And 20 years later, when World War II started, nobody rode a horse. Like they said, no, we're not going into battle on a freaking horse. Are you nuts? The other guy's got tanks. Crazy. And so in the same way, we have to change everything. We have to change everything. And we can do that. And that's going to be up to your students. Dare I say it, change the world. No. I think the effects aren't working. Oh yeah, so, okay. Touch it gently. No. So those of you of a certain age may know this scene. What we want is for all of our students to be able to think critically, to be able to evaluate evidence. This is the mainest thing. If a kid comes out of chemistry class down with the atomic number of strontium, 38, that's good. But what we want is him or her to come out of there with this appreciation for that he or she, that a kid, anybody, a grown-up, can evaluate evidence. So here are Batman and Robin climbing up the side of the building. And I don't know if you've ever tried this. I don't know if you've ever been in the military and tried to climb the rope. Ain't so freaking easy. Furthermore, there's no safety system. They're just walking. But as you may know, touch it again, this was really done this way. I don't want to shock you. There was Sammy Davis Jr. was in the other picture. But there they are walking, and for those of you a certain age, Batman was played with all the gusto it could be played by a guy at that time who was very well. But here's the thing. We want you to be able to think critically. Just because it's in paper, just because it's on the internet, doesn't mean it's true. Shocking to some. I saw it on the internet, and it's not true. You've got to be kidding. So advance it again. So I was in London, and this was all over the paper. We want science to learn. We want to teach children how to spot fake news. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be the key to our future? And so, as you may know, 2016 not only turned out to be among the top 10 hottest years on record, it turned out to be the hottest year on record. Every year since 2012 has proven to be the hottest year on record. If I may, so advance it again. I offered, here's Ken Ham, saying that the Earth is cooling again. No, it isn't, dude. No, it isn't. Touch it again, we have a whole bunch of climate deniers. We have our good friend Sarah. Whoa! Our good friend Sarah Palin. Now, and then we have the governor of Wisconsin, go Packers, who will not talk about evolution, nor will he talk about climate change to any reporter. Anybody from Florida? Rick Scott has forbidden anyone to say the phrase climate change out loud on his staff or put it in print. Everything's fine. Just don't talk about it. Brilliant. Now, as you know, we have a president who not only so far has denied climate change, his company has also applied for a permit to build a seawall at his golf course in Ireland because the ocean is coming in. It's getting bigger. He is living with conflict. And now he's going to come of age and have to deal with climate change. And yes, they can hate us. Who can blame them? But they're going to have to play the hand they're dealt. Next slide, if you would. Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry. No, dude, the whole point. So, I want them to be not Generation X or Y or Millennials. I want them to be Generation S. For science! And I'm not saying that we want everybody in the world to be a scientist. I can tell you, as an engineer, we absolutely do not want everyone in the world to be an engineer. The fashion problems alone are just very troublesome. People used to recognize me in parties, for sure. Hey, you're an engineer. Can you fix the blender? Yeah, I'll tell you what, get the blender, hold the plug in the wall firmly, and then get the blender under some cold running water. It's only funny if you're scientifically literate. Electrocution. Maybe, let's see if his bones light up. So advance it again. So here's what I'd like to point out. My grandfather went into World War I on a horse. Put a gas mask on himself, he put a gas mask on his horse. And by the way, when you look at this picture, the horse's gas mask doesn't have any eye things. That's bad. Poor horsey. Anyway, he rode around at night and he lived through it. And so I'm here, so advance it. But nobody 20 years later did that. Has anybody, you'll bet there's a lot of people who ride horses here, right? People who ride horses. And that's difficult enough. Have you ever tried to throw a lariat from a freaking horse? And then have you ever tried to shoot from a horse? I mean, you do it in westerns. It's actually quite difficult. And if you saw tanks coming at you, you would not stand on top of your horse and shoot. You'd freaking leave. So nobody did that. Nobody rode horses in World War II. Nobody rode horses in the Korean War. Nobody rides horses anymore. Instead, you're a mechanist. So I want students of the future to change the world. The idea is that we can power the entire United States, Canada, Mexico. We can power 130 countries around the world right now. We just decided to do it. And so this is an extraordinary claim, and it's been made by civil engineers, electrical engineers, who have analyzed the world's power systems, our electrical grids, the amount of wind that blows where wind blows, the amount of tidal energy where tides come and go, geothermal energy, and solar. And they have done an analysis for every state in the U.S., Canada, and around the world. Next slide. And we are, the other thing striking is the number of jobs that will be created. It's millions of jobs that we would have in the energy sector that would be renewable. Right now, anybody from Texas? 10% of your electricity comes from the wind. Anybody from Oklahoma? 20% of your energy electricity comes from the wind. Iowa? 25%, yes. And that's competing directly with fossil fuels. And it's cheaper to have wind energy in Iowa than oil in some places. And nobody is charging anybody for keeping a military on the other side of the world. The president made a remark, we should have taken the oil, okay? It's unpopular. And the locals don't think it's great, and it's caused a lot of conflict. We have to remind people that the earth is getting warmer because of people. So we've got to we have to solve all of these problems all at once, and we can through the process of science. My biggest message is, I think, everybody you'll ever meet knows something you don't. Even stupid people know something you don't. You've got to respect it. And I think if we could just all remember that, we would be able to move forward a lot more easily than we are. So everybody, it's really important. It's really important to recycle water bottles. That's true. Don't want to throw them away. Valuable resource, I got it. But we need big ideas. We need to do big things. It's not just a matter of picking up the trash and recycling things that are easily recycled in a waste stream that someone else manages. We need big ideas. So I encourage your science students to learn as much as they can in science class and to think big about innovations and inventions, and to think big about doing the right thing, treating people with respect, and working hard to promote nerdism and the scientific method. We need to think huge. And so to you guys, if you all came to the convention and you're sticking around, you get it. What is it you love most about, what was your favorite teacher? What was it you loved about her? It was her passion. So show up every day and be as passionate as you can, even if you feel like you're ridiculed. Let your passion come through and let the kids be passionate. We can change the world. That's a great question. Fabulous. Take it with you.